Hey guys, it's XCode 101 here today, and I've been caught up in school lately, and so this video is this video was requested by Guitar Lamar. It's building upon core database, the video I made earlier, and it involves a little bit of the calculator tutorial I provided. So why don't we dive right in? So open up Xcode, new project, Cocoa application, and we're gonna call this I'm gonna call this database continued. Okay, so first we need to open up our models, and we need to. I'll just say this is just an example. You can just provide the database you already created if you already have one. So I'm going to call this person, and this person is going to have two numbers. So we'll just call this number 1, and it will be index, and it's of a type float. And we'll do this. It's a number. Oh, whoops! This didn't do anything. New number 1, and we'll just say new number 2. Same thing, it's of type float and it's indexed. So if you didn't get this, it's indexed, new number 1, new number 2 of the entity person, and that's all we really need for this. So we can say that, close it up, and I'm going to expand my Xcode. Okay, so now we need to open up to their nib files and open up main menu.xib. As my interface comes up. So basically what he requested was that the two numbers in our database, we'll get two numbers. So what we enter in from so say we entered in 5 and then 5, we're going to average them out. So there's a little bit of math in this. Not much, nothing out of the ordinary, no calculus. Okay, so first we should just set up our database. Next, and I like master. It's a lot better. It's provides a lot of information. So here we go. Let's expand our screen too. Whoops, don't want that. I want to grab the whole thing. Okay. Oh, we can expand this a bit. Okay. So we're going to basically have an average calculated here. So what we need to do here is we need to get. Sorry, I've been using the iPhone SDK lately, so I'm not used to this. But no, here, yeah, that's pretty obvious. Okay, so we're gonna have a button that says calculate average. So calculate average. Drag that down here, maybe like right here. Doesn't matter, just as long as you have it. And then we're gonna have an NS text field, which we will drag just like right there. Okay, so now we need to add an object to our XIB. So it's probably up here. Here we are, NS object, and we're gonna call this. Let's just call it my box. Okay, and since I'm running 3.2 Xcode with my Snow Leopard update, I have your outlets and actions are probably right here. But I have to go into my classes to get to the outlets, so this can be a drag sometimes. Trying to find it. There it is, my box. So we need to add 3 outlets. So we need to do, let's say number box 1 of type NS text field, and then the same thing number box 2 of type NS text field. So let me zoom in for you on that one. Ooh, that was a little too far. So here it is, number box 1, number box 2, and its text field. We actually need to add one more, and this will be average box, and that's of another type, NS text field. Okay, now that you got that, we're gonna add an action, and that action will be calculate. And don't forget the colon at the end. And that should be it for our actions. So now we just need to connect them all up. So go to our connections tab in the identity. If you don't know where that is, it's tools, inspector, and then you can go from there. And so average box will be the average, where our average will appear. Number box 1 will just connect right into the data. Whoops. Number box 1 goes there. Number box 2 goes there. And then calculate, we'll just drag to the button, calculate. So now we need to click my box, make sure it's my box, and then file, write, class files, save, add, and we're done with that for now. So we need to go right here where it says where it's green, and we need to specify it as a NS object. Okay, now that that's done, we just need to declare what our action is going to do. So our action calculate, since we wrote our class files, it automatically appears. So we just need to declare that it's a float value. Float value is a decimal. So float, and we need to declare a number, so num1, num2, and average. Okay, what that'll do is that'll declare that we have a number 1, a number 2, and then an average that's calculated. So we need to declare num1, so num1 space equals space number box 1, and we're going to set that to a float value. And we need to do the same for number 2, space number box 2, float value. And then it's a little different for the average. What we're going to do for average is we're going to do the math. So average space equals space num1 plus num2 divided by 2, because you know that average. Why don't we put that there? So we're gonna this. What it does is it adds two numbers and then divides by 2, since there's two numbers we have here, and sorry. It's so since there's only two numbers in our database, that's all we really need. If there are 3, this would be 3, depending on your personal database, but since we only have 2 numbers, it's only 2. And then now we just need to set the and then now we just need to do answer sorry, I forgot what our target was. Average field, so this is average. Let me just make it a little easier for you guys. Average field. Sorry guys, this is weird. My box average. Wow. Okay, I got it now. Box. Okay, average box set float value. And so since this is our float value average, you're just gonna put average. As you see, this is really quite similar to our calculator tutorial, a little bit different. But that's really it. So if you need that code, it's right there. Pause if you have to. So we're gonna save that, and we're actually gonna build and run right now. There shouldn't be any errors because all our code validates. So this can be really, I probably will add a couple more math type of things later. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's add a number. So let's say this number is 3, and since it's a float, it adds 0.00 automatically. And let's say since the average will come out to 6, I'm sorry, it adds to 6 divided by 2, it should be 3. And there we have it. Yeah. So if we do 8 and 9, it should come out to a float value. Yep, 8.5.